Sometimes I get in trouble when I recite this poem, but I just feel like I need to do it. If one of you gets something from it, then it's worthwhile. I'm not meaning to insult you or anything. It's called Fragility.
Yeah.
You ask me about fragility. I hesitate to answer because I don't want to trigger the very thing you ask about. You see, sometimes, most times, I prefer to let white comfort rule. Not because it's right, but because I'm tired of trying to teach white history to white fragility. Even the word white, or the acknowledgement of, can trigger the sometimes deadly and unconscious blind spot called white fragility. Why can't we all just get along? Or I don't see color, or I treat everyone equal based on the way they treat me, are common rebuffs. I'm stopped before I even get started, so don't ask me about fragility. It's better now as a common rebuff, but let us not discuss the fact that black women are over 3 times more likely to die in childbirth than white women. The numbers point to status. Risks are calculated by pecking order. Let me be clear, things are slightly better, yes, but every single black and brown body is still subject to white approval. You see, white approval is the key to staying safe from white fragility. Now, before you slam the door on me or try to shut me up, this is a teachable moment where you could learn some stuff about the privilege and blind spots lurking overtly and covertly. Overtly meaning out in the open, obvious, and in a straightforward manner without any attempt to conceal or hide. Covertly meaning without being openly discussed or displayed, secret, underhanded, the facts not openly declared. You see, racism works on many levels, up front and behind the scenes. So don't ask me about fragility, then ask me what's wrong. Can't we all just get along? We include you, isn't that enough? You say, this is a different time, I didn't do the crime. I say, different time, same old story with white supremacy so deeply entrenched. It requires a blasting drill and a bunch of cement to break down and rebuild to a new liberating point of view. Now, before you unfriend me on your Facebook page, please remember you asked me what was wrong, can't we all just get along? I treat you equal. I don't see color. First, if you don't see color, then you don't see me, and you know how disingenuous that statement be. Second, if you want to know what's wrong, you have to be open and not shut me down before I even scratch the surface of the Dharma. Looking at the problem is how we heal the karma. Third, when you say, I treat you equal, but the minute I speak my truth, we have a problem, because equal is relative to whether I maintain white comfort by requiring me to reduce myself, which makes me in turn unequal. Fourth, When you say, can't we all just get along, this too is relative to my commitment to white comfort, which requires that I walk on eggshells in the presence of most lightly melanated Africans, lest I trigger the painful hesitation to fully acknowledge this very fragile situation. So when you ask me about white fragility, these are my suggestions. Please educate yourselves. Because if you don't know yourself, your history, your social conditioning, your unconscious and subconscious inclinations, how can you tell me about the history I live with and through? Books like White Fragility, White Supremacy and Me, How to Combat Racism, Change the World, and Become a Good Ancestor, just to name a few. The Invisible Man will teach you multitudes. Because I'm tired of trying to educate lightly melanated Africans about your own fragility. Now, before you blacklist me from your X page, I have one more jewel to share. I know it ain't easy to face the shadow, but be brave, not fragile. This is the only way we will unravel this racist prison that I know that you too would prefer not to live in. Or maybe you're happy just the way it is. And if that is the case, well then, now you know what white fragility is.